Hi and welcome back to my video. Sigali Sogweg, you get to Nuni ni get, so that's my Oneida name. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, hi, how are you? I'm Oneida, I'm Kathleen, and I'm from Oneida. You get to Nuni is my Oneida name, and it means she's happy, and so I just try to share some of that happiness with you guys. Whether it's through just doing my makeup like I did today, but today was a special video I collaborated with my first ever collab with my friend Sonia Marie over at Glameye Cosmetics. So her lashes here that I have on in the style Vixen are from her brand Glameye Cosmetics. So you'll hear in the video how much I love them, but I just want to give a special shout out to Sonia. So I'm going to link her YouTube channel so you can find her collab video that she's doing with me on this one. We use some of the same eyeshadow palette and some of the same face products, and just you can see the difference, how they perform on different skin tones, right? So we thought that was really interesting and really exciting, and we're happy to be back and trying to just share our love of makeup and share our passion for who we are. So with that being said, that was probably a really long-winded intro, but I'll hop into the video. I'll have a bare face and a different outfit because I changed for the intro and the outro. So our featured eyeshadow palette is going to be the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 palette. It's a beauty. It's so pretty. It's super expensive. The box is just like the artwork. Phenomenal. So I'll go through like the products that I'm using, but I'm going to get into it. The first thing I like to start off with is my brows. So I have my ABH Brow Wiz in the shade dark brown. So I'm just going to go in and outline my brows and fill them in. And hopefully I'll be able to speed this up so it's not so boring. My light went out on my mirror, but if I'm looking down here, just because that's where I put my mirror. So yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've posted anything. The world's been chaotic, to say the least. Yeah, I want to get back into it because I've, grown and learned a lot of different techniques and different products over the last 7 or so months, and I want to, get back into it, enjoy, coming on here and talking to you guys, building an audience. I know I've shared my YouTube channel with some of my makeup friends, and I believe they had told me they got me to 50 subscribers. I'm like, that's awesome. Like, thank you. So now I feel, I need to deliver content. And so that could vary depending on how busy I get with school. So I'm still teaching at my job. We are doing like a blended model. So I will be in class with a small amount of students. Social distancing, of course, with masks on, all that stuff. So it will be definitely different than what we're used to, and it'll be our new normal. So yeah, I just fill my brows in, nothing too wild, and then I'll go in with my Glossier. I don't know why I feel like I just need to say that word like in French or however, wherever it's from. Glossier Boy Brow in dark brown. I love this stuff. Like, it's, people like to say that the ColourPop brow gel is a good dupe for this, which if you're on a budget, yes, you can get away with using that. However, I have preference for this one just because it's more of like a brow, like, it holds my brows in place a lot longer. It's not super liquidy and runny, and like, I don't know, I just find with the ColourPop one, I can kind of like use too much and then it look globby on my brows and like have wet patches and look really dense in some areas of my brows. Whereas this, I don't know if it's the brush or the consistency of the product, that it just like, it blends really nice. So I'm a big fan. That's one thing I'll probably continue to repurchase. So yeah, other than the world being in chaos and me shopping like crazy for makeup and having way too much makeup that one could ever need, I just go back over and brush them out so they look even, and I can clean those up with concealer. Okay. I usually use my NYX, the one in the pot, but that's a bit light for me, so it does, how do I want to say it? It makes my eyebrows, you can tell there's product there, and I don't want that to be the case. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my brush. I didn't come prepared for that. So yeah, I have the shade beige, and it's like, it's more my winter shade, so like you can tell like I put concealer there, and I want to use a little bit less, so I'm trying liquid concealer, like the one I'm gonna use for my under eyes. But I'm just gonna carve those out, and I think this is a better match to my summer shade. You can tell I'm new at this. I just concealed my brow, but just to clean it up underneath and on the top, nothing too much. I do want it to like blend in with the skin, but I will go in and fix that piece. But this is not necessarily a tutorial. This is kind of like just a chatty get ready with me update on life, as well as a collab with my friend Sonia. So we'll get to that. I have a lot to talk about when it gets to the eyeshadow part and doing that look. So just take my beauty blender and blend that in. And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna add an eyeshadow base. So I've fallen in love with the P. Louise eyeshadow base. I'm in the shade 3. It's just so nice. Like, I don't know, I was never a fan of eyeshadow bases. I've always just used concealer. But then I started watching Robert Welsh on YouTube. Just a thin layer, just a little bit. I was watching Robert Welsh on YouTube and on Facebook and whatnot, and he talks about how like an eyeshadow base is much better than concealer because like our eyelids are really oily, and he gives a whole spiel on, he convinced me anyways, basically. He convinced me that I need eyeshadow primer instead of concealer. And I do find like I like the smoothness of an eyeshadow primer. Like you can tell I have some natural like shadow in my eye, which when I want my colors to pop and stuff like that, I don't want that to show through, so I just like to add that on and just do a thin layer. That's the one thing too is I've learned too, because when I first started doing makeup, I was learning right off of YouTube, right? So I definitely, used too much product. Didn't really know my skin tone that well because I was watching a lot of people that, were of a lighter complexion or really darker complexion. I haven't been able to find too many native people on YouTube, but I did recently find this makeup group, and it's called Indigenous Cake Faces, and man, like there's like 3,000 group members, and they're all just like awesome. Like I'm just so blown away by their creativity and their expression through makeup. It just blows me away. So I'm so happy I found that group. And I can definitely, talk to those people as resources for my questions like around complexion. And that's part of Sonia and I's collab. We want to see how the different products look on different skin tones. Okay, so brows, this is how I do my makeup usually now. So brows are done, concealed the eyelids, and so now I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. So this bad boy was like my first ever huge investment, and she does not disappoint. So she is just beautiful. If I could open her, I don't want to you can see that the shades are just so nice. I've used it a few times just playing with it and trying to get a handle on it, because I have to show you this shade. This shade is one of the duochrome shades, And it's just like so creamy. It's like a green to pink shift. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Okay, here we go. No, I don't even know how I'm doing this. It looks more green. Okay. There, it looks pinky. Anyways, I'll try like get this to show up on my eyes, but it's just a beautiful shimmer. So we're definitely using that on the lid. Just any blending brush. I really like the Moda brushes. They're really affordable, and they work well for me. Like, I've had no problems with these ones. So I want to go in with a transition color, and I think I'm gonna do like, I don't know if I want to. I'm going full glam, so I'm gonna do something like smoky. So I'm gonna use this. I don't even know what the shade's called. It's like the middle purple shade. I don't know, it's kind of peachy. I need to get better at like describing things. So I'm gonna put this in my crease. So she's super pigmented. I'm gonna blend her outwards a little bit, because I have hooded eyes, so look, like I look down, you can barely see anything. You can just kind of see where that is. So look like that, you can't even see anything. So I definitely have to like blow this out a little bit. I don't necessarily like the look where I like take it all the way up to my eyebrow. I like it a little bit lower, but so if you build that up, you can see a little bit more. I'm trying to like look straight on so you can see it a little bit. So that'll be like our transition color. I want to go in with this darker shade on the outer corner to create some depth and dimension. Just stamp it on and then blend it out. So just like the outer third of my eyeball. So it's nice and rich and pigmented. I'll go in with another brush and just blend that out a little bit. So we want it to be a nice transition. We don't want it to look muddy though, so don't add too much. It is looking a little brown. So I'm gonna go in with this really nice shade in the inner corner. So I use this one so far in the outer in the crease, and then this one on the outer corner, and then I'm gonna go in with this really light one, and then I'll probably go in with this one, and then the duochrome. Yeah, it looks really pinky here. I'm gonna use these two. It looks so pretty. So I'm gonna take that on my inner corner, and I just use my fingers. Like, I find it works well for me. I get a lot of impact. It's super shiny and sparkly. There's a little bit of fallout, but I can clean that up later. So about the inner third. So like with the eyeball, I've learned through watching many tutorials, you want to work like in thirds. So like the inner third, the middle, and then the outer third. So then I'm gonna grab the magical shade that looks like, oh, it's so pretty. And then just gonna take that and bring that across my eyelid. Ooh. I do have quite short lashes, so I'm gonna use a lash primer and then a mascara. So just this Smashbox lash primer, and it just helps me actually when applying mascara to get all my lashes. The mascara I want to use is the Benefit Roller Lash. I'm in love with this. This is so good. It like helps curl my lashes, gives them length and volume. Probably like going out of order with how I'm doing these two colors, and then I'll apply the lashes. So I have this velour lash liner and glue, which I like, and then part of our collab, so we're using the same palette and we're also using the same lashes, and they are from Glameye Cosmetics, which is my friend Sonia's brand, and these are in the shade the style Vixen. They're super pretty and wispy, and I just really like them. Cannot say enough good things about those lashes. I've worn them quite a few times, and like they are still kicking her, and I love them. Just a little bit better. Just taking that from the inner corner and bringing it to the outer third, and then grabbing that like deep mauve color. Okay, so I just brought it down, and I can clean this up with concealer later. I'm not worried about it. This is just a mini, but I do have a full size of this. I really like it from what I've used so far. So it's a liner and a glue, and it's black and a little bit dramatic. So we're gonna add a wing. One thing I learned that I love about makeup is the that it comes off, because if you mess up, you can always fix it up, you know? We'll let it dry down a little bit. And then we'll just like place it on the lash line, and try to get it nice and close. Yeah. Okay, lashes on. So I will be back, and then, yeah, I'm gonna stop, and then I'm gonna do the other side, and I'll be back. Okay, and we're back, and I did the other eye, and it's a little messy over here, but we're gonna clean that up with concealer. So I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Correct and Conceal multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Warm Beige. So that's my winter color. So I'm just gonna use, I want a light amount. I'm gonna like 2 dots there, and like I want to bring it up without dragging it. It's like 2 little dots there, and then just like a couple dots over there to really clean that area out. So I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, my damp beauty blender, and I'm just gonna like press it into the skin. Bounce. That's the word I was looking for. I'm like, what word am I looking for? Some people let their concealer sit for a bit on their face to like give added coverage. Probably the biggest thing I've learned while being home is sleep really does help with under eye issues. Because I would have the biggest, well, I felt like they were the biggest dark circles of my little life. And I would like color correct, and I would do all these things. I would use an extra amount of concealer, and it would looked bad, and like, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of loose powder. I just have the ColourPop peach one, peach shade, Real Techniques setting brush. So I'm just gonna lightly get a little bit of powder, dab off the excess because you don't need that much, and then I'm gonna just dust this under my eyes to just make it nice and dry. I'm not super big into powders, so I couldn't tell you if it works that much or not. But I use it anyways because I feel like I have to, you know what I mean? I feel like that's part of the face. So if I were just going on a regular day, I'd probably stop here and just call it a day, and like, because I'm gonna wear my mask anyways, so I'd be covering all of that. But I will continue because we are not going anywhere after this. We are staying home. So I'm just gonna add a couple dabs of concealer to the areas of my face that I want a little bit more coverage, and then I'll go in with the foundation. So the concealer, I said it was the Too Faced Born This Way. It's in Warm Beige, so that is actually like matches my skin tone, but I just find concealer has a little bit just more coverage, and in the middle of my face, like probably in like my T-zone, that's what it's called. My T-zone, that's where I like get the most oil and breakout and stuff like that. So I try to just give it extra coverage. Then of course I'm going in with foundation next. Okay. Foundation. So, story with this foundation. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. Yeah. And this is in the shade 360C. So when I originally ordered this from the ABH website, because it was on sale, it was like almost half off, I think. It's like a $50 foundation. And I'm not about spending that much on foundation, but I mean, I could sometimes. Anyways, they sent me the wrong shade. I ordered 300C and they sent me 360. And this is dark, but like this is my winter color, this is my tanned color, so it's not as bad. But I am kind of just gonna stick to the outsides of my face, so like it won't, because it definitely is warm, even though it says it's a C, so I would assume that it's like cool toned. But yeah, so I just put a little bit on my hand. You can see it is darker than my skin, but I'm just gonna apply it on the outer portions of my face to like try balance things out. And then I'll go in and blend it all out with my beauty blender. But yeah, I really like the finish of this foundation. It's nice and like lightweight and skin-like, but it does give a good amount of coverage. Because I did this foundation also did go on sale at Sephora. So I picked up my right shade at Sephora, or I actually picked out my I don't know, my spring shade. I don't know how to because I think the 300C I got would have been too light. So, which has been the struggle of COVID, like trying to match your foundation when you're also not going outside, so not tanning as much, but also but then, you know, it got warm here and it was nice to go outside. We did have a pool, and then we had to close it down early because there was a leak, and just so I did get some sun, but then yeah, anyways, I had the wrong foundation shade. 300C was too light, and then so I bought 315 C, and that was what worked for me. In person, this does look really nice. I don't know how it's picking up on camera, if it's looking like there's some disconnect or not, but in person, it looks like skin. It has a nice finish. Yeah, I like it. And I definitely have been going for that more lightweight, dewy. Oh my god, is my shirt all stained up? No, I think that's how the shirt looks. I don't know, sorry if this shirt is stained up, then I apologize. It looks like right there there's a stain. I don't know, maybe it's my eyeballs. No, I think that's a watermark or something. I don't know. Anyways, let's put that out of sight, out of mind. If that's all you can notice on the video and that's what you're going to tell me about in the comments, please don't, because I just noticed it now. So yeah, I like the foundation if you can get your shade match right. That's what I'll say on that. And so that's 360C, which I thought was going to be really too dark, but it's actually not that dark now that I'm tanned. And then warm beige concealer. So my base is done. And one thing that bronzer, so I want to do a bronzer next. I've really been loving the new-ish, it came out in spring, the Tarte bronzer, the cream bronzer, and I have mine in the shade Sandy Bay. If I can open it. Okay, here. So I've used it, it's kind of ugly because I've used it a few times, but, and I do really like the brush that I bought. I got them off the Tarte website. It was buy 3 things, get 30% off, and I was all about that. So I picked it up, and I just like this brush because it just, I don't know, it works well with the product. So I like to just add some, and then just blend it out. So I just bring it in like a C on my face, Wow, that looks really stark on camera. It's not that bad in real life, but like I just go to town and like blend it out, blend for days, until it like looks really nice and bronzed in the skin. So yeah, you can tell like if you want to create that sun-kissed glow, then this bronzer definitely does it. So yeah, you can see no bronze, bronze, no bronze, bronze. But anyways, it does not get rid of my double chin though. This was my first summer with makeup, and I learned a lot about myself that during the summer, I don't do full faces that much. Tinted moisturizer is your friend. That's what I learned over summer. Or COVID summer. Okay, it definitely doesn't look as bad. Yeah. So, bronze. Oh, it looks a little crazy on camera. Not gonna lie, it doesn't look that crazy in person, so I hope you believe me. So now blush. Blush. Oh, I forgot primer. Okay, I was supposed to use, me and Sonia were both gonna use this Touch and Soul primer, but I forgot it, and I'm not like gonna wear this makeup all day or all night, so I think we're okay. But that's the primer we're gonna use. And then anyways, so bronzer, blush, highlight, and then lips, and we're done. It's been the longest video ever. Okay, I found my bronzer brush. I guess half the battle would be if I was more prepared. So this is by, I never know how to say this brand, but it's the Kaleidos Lo-Fi Duo Blusher. So it comes with this nice little mirror, and then these two blushes. And I like the matte one, and then this one's really shimmery. I've used this as a highlight before. It is nice. It is nice for a highlight. I've not been like playing around with blush placement, but I've been watching videos about people who play around with blush placement, and like to see the stark difference on how different it looks just through the placement of their blush. Like I don't know if it would actually make a difference because I have such large cheeks. Like they're just there. They're just huge. I don't know if it would actually make a difference, but this blush is nice. You know, it's pigmented. It shows up on my nice brown skin, and it like blends in nicely. Like I can build it up or I can blend it out if I like find that there's just too much. But I honestly didn't like cake my face in foundation and concealer, so it doesn't even like some of my natural flush is probably showing through, you know. Anyways, I'm a big fan of this. Highlight. So I was not around in the makeup world when this highlighter was a big thing, the ABH and Amrezy highlighter, but I got it off a friend, and it is just stunning. Like I've been loving it. Like it's just so pretty. It's like the perfect like gold champagne highlighter, and I just like take it on my cheeks, the top. Look at that, the tops of my cheeks and my brow bone up here, my little bit on the forehead, the bridge of the nose, my invisible bridge. I don't have one, so don't come at me. A little bit on the nose. You can never have enough highlight because it's just like, ooh, you can see me. I will do my lips so it won't be like so intense there, but make sure we do the other side. See, like I like it because it's like it's buildable, definitely, and like I'm someone who has like texture on my skin. I try to like keep up with good skincare, but I fail. Anyways, I digress. So I just like that, like, it doesn't emphasize my texture on my skin. Just look like nice and glowy and like, yeah, I'm a fan. So I hope, you know, if you can find anything that's like recent that's similar to this, like, let me know, because I would pick it up. Like, I mean, I've never panned a highlighter, I don't think I ever will, but you never know. Like, if you use something like every day. So I think since this eye look is a little bit what do I want to call it, I don't know, in person it's like a hot mama. I'm just noticing my eyelashes lifting, so the glue, I must have not put enough glue on that spot. So I'll try to fix that quickly because it looks funny on the camera, but sometimes it's just your eye shape, it doesn't always match up with the liner or the, you know, whatever you're using. Hopefully that helps. Anyways, lips. So I really like these Fenty paint lip stunners. I don't want to, do we want to go, well, we could go mauve, and that would go with the eyes, because the eyes are mauve. Or we could go red. A bold red lip. With this red one, because, I don't know, I'm just feeling a red lip. Hot and feisty. Okay, the thing that scares me about red lips, I should have lined my lips first. I feel like putting myself on camera makes me forget how to do everything. So comfortable. I messed up the side a little bit, but make it more smooth. Looks cute. Oh, I just threw that there. So yes, this is the completed look for my translucent caramel, and hopefully that just like blends everything together and makes it look better, because on camera it's not looking too hot. Yeah, hopefully that helped blend things together. Sonia just texted me, she's like, are you filming now? Because I told her I was gonna try, because I tried to film earlier, like earlier in the week, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. I was feeling really insecure and self-conscious, and I was like, what are you doing, Kathleen? Like, why are you doing this? And then tonight I was just like, I want to do it. I really want to do it. So I'm gonna, I think that helped. I need a gloss though, because your girl loves a glossy lip. Patrick Ta, she's expensive. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, she's expensive. Oh, I definitely missed my lip. I wouldn't smear that much. But yeah, I'm gonna change my shirt and fix my hair a little bit. Okay, and we're back. So, you know, once you fix the hair and you get a cute top on, I love sunflowers, so this is the completed look. This is my outro. Thanks for watching my video. Hopefully you enjoyed chatting with me and getting ready and feeling cute, and yeah, thanks, and hope to see you in the next one.